I don't believe you clicked on this message by accident. God has a way of placing the right word in your path at the right time. And today's word is special. It's about your soulmate, yes, but it goes deeper than that. It's about the hidden work God is doing behind the scenes, even through unexpected people. The message for you is, your soulmate's friend knows everything, and they're planning to help you. Before I dive into this, I want to ask you right now to pause for a moment and type in the comments, I receive, or I believe. By writing that in faith, you are agreeing with heaven that this message is for you, and you're opening your spirit to receive it fully. And if you're new here, please take just a second to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you never miss these divine revelations. You truly don't want to miss what God is about to speak into your life. Now let's settle in together. Picture this. Your soulmate has been wrestling with their feelings for you. They've been carrying this love in their heart quietly, sometimes too afraid or too uncertain to step forward. But here's the incredible twist. Someone close to them already knows. A friend. This friend sees the truth. And instead of keeping silent, they are preparing to be the one who helps bridge the distance between you and the one your heart is tied to. This is not ordinary gossip or meddling. This is divine orchestration. God has positioned someone in their inner circle who sees your value and the power of this connection. Remember, in Ecclesiastes 4:9-10, the word says, two are better than one, because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. This friend is acting as the helping hand, sent to guide your soulmate toward you, so they don't miss what God has planned. Sometimes in life, we assume that God only works through visions, miracles, or direct revelation. But the truth is, He often uses people. He places voices in the right rooms when we aren't present. He sends encouragers to whisper truth into someone's heart when doubt is loud. And this is exactly what is happening with your soulmate. Their friend knows. And more than that, they approve. They see how deeply your soulmate feels for you, and they want to push them toward destiny, not away from it. Pause with me here. Doesn't that sound like something only God could arrange? Let's ground this in His word again. Proverbs 18:12 reminds us, before a downfall, the heart is haughty, but humility comes before honor. Your soulmate has been humbled by their own emotions. They can't escape how deeply you've touched their life. And their friend sees this humility. They see the change in your soulmate's spirit. That's why they're ready to step in and say, don't let fear stop you. Go after them. Think about this carefully. God is not only preparing you for your soulmate, He's preparing your soulmate for you. And He's even preparing the right voices around them to confirm, to strengthen, and to push them into obedience. The enemy wants them to hesitate, to delay, to convince themselves that they aren't enough or that the timing isn't right. But God is sending reinforcements in the form of a loyal, trustworthy friend. I want you to hold on to Isaiah 43:19. Here, see, I'm doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I'm making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. That friend is the stream. That conversation they're about to have is the new way springing up, and you, beloved, are on the receiving end of this miracle. Now let me ask you this. How many times in your own life has God spoken encouragement through someone you didn't expect? Maybe a stranger, maybe a close friend, maybe even a child. That's how God works. He uses vessels, He places words, and He aligns hearts. This is exactly what's happening in your soulmate's life. But here's something even more beautiful. This friend isn't jealous. They aren't competing for your soulmate's attention. Instead, they're celebrating this connection. They've watched the way your soulmate talks about you, the way their energy shifts when your name comes up, and they know it's real. So instead of standing in the way, they've chosen to help. And I hear the Spirit saying, this will accelerate things. What may have taken months of hesitation will move quickly, because when God adds his confirmation through others, it builds courage. Deuteronomy 31:6 declares, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you." God is strengthening your soulmate's heart right now, and their friend is about to echo that encouragement. Beloved, I need you to really hear this. Your soulmate's friend isn't just aware. They're invested. They're invested in seeing your soulmate happy, fulfilled, and walking in purpose, and they believe that you are a part of that purpose. Let me slow this down for you. Imagine this scenario. Your soulmate has been overthinking. What if I'm rejected? What if I'm not good enough? What if this doesn't work out? And then their friend who knows the truth looks them in the eyes and says, "Stop doubting. You know this is real. You know they're the one. Don't let fear rob you." That single conversation could be the push that shifts everything. Matthew 6:33 says, "But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." When your soulmate chooses to align with God's will, with truth, with faith instead of fear, doors will open, and their friend is about to help lead them there. This is why you've been sensing movement in your spirit lately. That stirring, that sense that something is about to shift. It's not random. It's confirmation that conversations are happening in the unseen. Seeds are being planted, courage is being born, and you, dear one, are the harvest waiting to be received. Now I want to pause and invite you to do something powerful if this is speaking to you. If you feel that tug in your spirit, click the like button on this video right now. That simple act is a declaration. Lord, I agree with this word. I am ready for what you are preparing. Beloved, when you say yes in faith, heaven responds. And let's look again at how Scripture confirms this process. In Romans 8:28 it says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." Notice, it says all things. That includes the conversations you don't hear, the encouragement you don't see, the support happening in secret. All of it is working for your good. So while you may feel like nothing is moving on the surface, trust that God is orchestrating this divine alignment. The friend is not a distraction, they are an instrument. They are preparing the way, just like John the Baptist prepared the way for Jesus. They are pointing your soulmate forward, saying, "Don't delay. Step into what God has already shown you." Psalm 37:4 promises, "Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart." Your soulmate has been desiring you quietly, and God is confirming to them through their friend that this desire is righteous, pure, and aligned with heaven. Beloved, let this comfort you. You are not waiting in vain. Your prayers have been heard, and God is moving pieces you can't even see. Stay with me, because this word is just unfolding. We are going deeper, and I want you to receive every layer of this divine revelation. Beloved, let us go deeper, because the Spirit is speaking so clearly right now. There is a reason you're hearing this message, and it's because heaven wants to prepare you, not just for the arrival of your soulmate, but for the process that's unfolding behind the scenes. Your soulmate's friend is not just aware, they are actively stepping into their role. You may not realize it, but God has already positioned conversations, nudges, and confirmations in their heart to help your soulmate move forward. And sometimes, when your soulmate hesitates out of fear, it's the voice of someone close that breaks through. Think of how Naaman in 2 Kings 5 almost missed his healing. He thought Elisha's instruction to bathe in the Jordan River was too simple, too beneath him. But it was his servants, his companions, who urged him to obey, saying, "My father, if the prophet had told you to do some great thing, would you not have done it?" And Naaman listened. He humbled himself, followed through, and received his healing. That's what's happening here. Your soulmate might be overthinking, questioning, or doubting, but their friend is going to remind them, don't miss your blessing just because fear is loud. That's why Proverbs 27:9 says, perfume and incense bring joy to the heart, and the pleasantness of a friend springs from their heartfelt advice. God is using this friend's advice to bring joy and clarity to your soulmate's heart, and in turn, bring you closer together. Now imagine this. Late at night, your soulmate is sitting with this friend. They're restless, maybe even pacing, torn between longing for you and fear of rejection. And that friend, who knows their heart, finally says, why are you waiting? Why are you punishing yourself by staying silent? Go to them. Reach out. This love isn't ordinary, it's divine. That moment becomes the turning point. That's when hesitation breaks and courage rises. Beloved, doesn't that stir something in your spirit? Because I can feel it so strongly. It's not just an idea, it's a prophetic reality. Conversations are already happening, and the moment they do, the Spirit confirms it with you. That's why you've been feeling those sudden waves of peace, followed by anticipation. It's God whispering, I am aligning things, do not doubt. And here's the beautiful part. This friend is trustworthy. They are not a hindrance or a false voice. They are aligned with righteousness. Remember, Psalm 1:1 blesses the one who does not walk in step with the wicked or stand in the way that sinners take or sit in the company of mockers. Your soulmate has many voices around them, but God has highlighted one voice, a righteous one, that will help them choose correctly. So let me ask you, do you believe God can even use other people to push your miracle forward? If you do, I want you to type it boldly in the comments, I believe God is aligning my destiny. Declare it, because your words activate faith. Beloved, let's also look at how strategic God is. You've been praying, asking him to move your soulmate's heart, to open their eyes, and he's doing it, but not just in the way you expect. Instead of dropping a sudden sign only they see, he's amplifying it through someone they already trust. Because sometimes the people closest to us can confirm what our spirit already knows. That's what happens in Matthew 18:16, where Jesus says, but if they will not listen, take one or two others along, so that every matter may be established by the testimony of 2 or 3 witnesses. Right now, God is sending that second witness, the friend, to confirm to your soulmate what their heart has been testifying all along. Let me reveal something deeper. Your soulmate has already confessed to this friend. They've admitted feelings, dreams, maybe even fears about you. This friend knows because your soulmate trusted them enough to share. And instead of discouraging them, they're holding that confession safe. They're nurturing it, guarding it, and now at the right time, they'll use it to encourage action. Isn't it powerful that God doesn't let words fall to the ground? Every word spoken carries weight. And those words your soulmate whispered in private about you, they are alive in that friend's heart, waiting for the moment to be used for good. Jeremiah 29:11 reminds us, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Beloved, this isn't just about romance, it's about destiny. God's plan is to bring you and your soulmate together because your union serves a purpose. And this friend is part of that divine design. But here's the challenge. Your role is to stay in faith. Don't let the waiting harden your heart. Don't let the silence make you doubt the promise. Sometimes, while God is arranging the hidden helpers, he's also testing your patience and faith. Galatians 6:9 encourages us. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. You cannot give up now. You're closer than you think, and heaven has already released reinforcements to make sure your soulmate doesn't give up either. Beloved, Let me tell you this clearly. The Spirit says your soulmate's friend is about to play a role like Aaron did for Moses. When Moses felt too weak, too insecure, God sent Aaron to speak for him, to stand beside him. That's what this friend is doing. They are giving your soulmate the courage they can't muster alone. And in doing so, they're pushing them closer to you. So I ask you again, will you stand in agreement with heaven? Will you declare in the comments with me right now, I receive this alignment? Because when you agree with God, He establishes His word in your life. And let's not forget, your soulmate's journey mirrors your own. Just as God is preparing them through this friend, He's also preparing you. He's reminding you that when your soulmate comes, they may come with a story of hesitation, a story of being pushed by someone else. Receive it with grace. Don't judge them for waiting too long. Instead, thank God that He sent the right voice at the right time to move them forward. Remember, love is patient. 1 Corinthians 13:4 begins by saying, love is patient, love is kind. And so your patience now is the seed for the harvest of love you're about to reap. Beloved, let's pause again. If this is touching your spirit, if you can almost see this unfolding before your eyes, then click the like button now. It's not just about supporting this channel, it's about saying, yes, Lord, I agree with this prophetic word. And as you do, let me strengthen you with another word. Philippians 1:6 declares, being confident of this, that He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. God has already begun the good work in your soulmate's heart, and He's not going to leave it unfinished. He will use every person, every moment, every word necessary to bring this love to completion. This is why you've been feeling shifts lately, dreams about your soulmate, signs, even unexpected emotions. They're not random. They're the Spirit's way of alerting you that heaven's plan is active. Beloved, lean into this with faith. And type in the comments if you haven't. Already blessed and ready, because that's what you are. Ready for the blessing, ready for the alignment, ready for the help God is sending through your soulmate's friend. I want you to hold this truth in your heart. You're not walking this journey alone. God has heard your prayers, and He's answering them in layers. He's aligning hearts, preparing friends, and setting the stage. The outcome is already written. You will walk in the fullness of this love. Stay with me, because there's more I need to share. God hasn't finished revealing the deeper parts of this message yet, and I want you to receive all of it. Beloved, let us keep walking deeper into this divine word, because the Lord is not finished speaking yet. You see, this isn't just about romance, it's about divine timing and the orchestration of heaven. And when God orchestrates something, He leaves no detail untouched. Even the friend of your soulmate has been placed carefully, chosen to carry this assignment with wisdom, loyalty, and purpose. Now consider this. The heart of your soulmate has been divided for some time. They know what they feel, but fear, pride, or uncertainty has made them hesitate. And yet, while they're silent, their friend has been quietly observing. They've seen how your soulmate's eyes light up when your name comes up. They've heard the tone of their voice shift when they speak about you. They've watched the inner struggle unfold. And now, that friend has made a decision. They're not going to stand by and let destiny be delayed any longer. Beloved, that's why you've been feeling an urgency in your spirit. Heaven is stirring movement. And this movement is going to come through a person your soulmate already trusts. Sometimes when we can't hear God's whisper clearly, He sends the message through another vessel. This is that moment. Let me take you to 1 Samuel 23:16, where it says, And Saul's son Jonathan went to David at Horesh and helped him find strength in God. Do you see it? Jonathan was David's friend, but he wasn't just a companion. He was a divine helper. He showed up when David was weary, discouraged, and afraid, and his words strengthened David's faith. That is exactly the role your soulmate's friend is about to play. They are about to strengthen your soulmate's faith, reminding them that love, courage, and obedience to God's leading is greater than fear. Now imagine this scene. Your soulmate, weary of their own overthinking, finally confesses to their friend, "I don't know if I can do this." What if it's the wrong time? What if they don't feel the same? And this friend, full of discernment, responds, "No, stop doubting. I've seen the way you love them. I know this is real. Don't let fear stop what God has started."